Welcome back to Takeout. The FBI arrested 8 people in California connected to a $60 million healthcare fraud scheme. It includes a couple accused of billing Medicare nearly $8 million for their hospice service that, interestingly, had a 97% survival rate over 5 years. Now, that is quite evidently a red flag for fraud investigators. Why? Well, because, as you know, most patients enter hospice care in the final stages of a terminal illness. That's what hospice is all about. It's why it's valued by so many people. Prosecutors say these arrests are part of a much larger effort from the Trump administration to combat fraud where they might find it.
No more. No more. The whole of government, including all of the great partners on this stage, is focused on unmasking the criminal actors who are exploiting the American taxpayer.
CBS News correspondent Adam Yamaguchi had the exclusive at the scene of one of the arrests today. Walk us through what you saw, Adam.
Good afternoon, Major. So we were at the scene early this morning as federal agents executed an arrest warrant of a couple, Gladwin and Amy Lou Gill, who were accused of running a fraudulent hospice, doing business as St. Francis Palliative Care. Now, they were billing Medicare for $5 million for services they never rendered. Now, this hospice is located in Glendale, California, which is among that heavily clustered concentration of hospices in LA County that we've been looking at. But the arrests were made at the couple's property nearly 30 miles away in a large gated home in an affluent neighborhood in the hills.
So, Adam, break down how this alleged scheme, the allegations around it, played out.
Yeah, so the DOJ accuses the husband and wife, this is a psychologist and his nurse, of paying kickbacks to recruiters who would go out and they'd find people who are willing to enroll in home health care in exchange for $300 a month. The nurse would then add notes to their patient records to make it appear that those patients actually required hospice, even though they were nowhere near the end of life. So meanwhile, the hospice would then bill Medicare for thousands each month for each patient, totaling over $5 million in about 3 years. And what ultimately tipped off the feds was a former registered nurse who had been fired, according to the complaint, refused to follow MD orders when they refused to admit a patient that did not need or qualify for hospice care. Investigators would later interview 22 patients enrolled in that hospice. None of them said they were dying, nor did they realize that they'd signed up for hospice.
Adam Yamaguchi, fascinating details. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.